Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Green 18! Get that ball! Get that ball! Check three, check three, check three. Get 300! Get 300!
A first carry now. This is Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him.
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. That
one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On second down now, it's Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler Reggie White. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keith Bullock leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read a few stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for intercepts returned for touchdowns with 12 in his career. So why do you throw it in his area?
Well, they're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Stenerud now to add the extra point. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Niners 14, Eagles 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keith Bullock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
26.
To throw is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Cup. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Kill. Yeah, Liz.
They're going to try and throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made by the Hall of Famer, Bobby Bell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
We got this.
That'll set them back 5. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now a give, right side. Jackson, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time, and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then,
I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jump out!
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low pop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You draw corkers.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Strong man, strong man. 43 is the mic.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 65 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The 20, 10, 5. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Rodgers, and it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Jackson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 44 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Rodgers now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he cuts it right into space. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Jack! Yeah, live.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Territory coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Coming to you. Check 50, check 50. Short. Check. Rotate, spell.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. QB drop. Watch it roll.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Niners 83, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Peyton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Walter Payton with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
90. Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back north. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this is the ending. 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 50.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This will be taken very short. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Jackson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run again with Jackson. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start here with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a give right side. Jackson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Jackson. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It was prime time. Deion Sanders with a sack on the corner blitz. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.